Why does God sometimes remove people from your life without warning? One day, everything feels normal. You talk, you laugh, you share memories, you make plans, and then suddenly, they're gone. No explanation, no goodbye, no clear reason. A friendship ends, a relationship breaks, someone you trusted walks away, someone you loved becomes distant, and you're left asking, why, God? What did I do wrong? Why did this happen so fast? Why didn't you warn me? If you've ever felt this pain, this message is for you. Because what feels like loss is often protection. What feels like rejection is often redirection. And what feels like the end is often a new beginning. God never removes someone by accident. Nothing in your life happens without purpose, not even the goodbyes you never expected. Sometimes God removes people suddenly because he sees what you cannot see. He hears conversations you will never hear. He knows intentions you will never know. He understands motives hidden deep in hearts. You see smiles, God sees truth. You see promises, God sees patterns. You see words, God sees actions. And when God knows someone will eventually harm your peace, your faith, or your future, he steps in. Not to hurt you, but to save you. Think about a doctor removing something dangerous from the body. It may hurt in the moment, it may feel scary, but it prevents greater damage later. That's what God does. He removes quietly so you don't get destroyed slowly. Sometimes God removes people because they have finished their assignment in your life. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you, some come to strengthen you, some come to help you grow, some come to show you what you deserve, some come to show you what you should never accept again. When their purpose is complete, God moves them on. Not because they are bad, but because the season is over. Ecclesiastes says there is a time for everything, a time to meet, a time to walk together, a time to let go. And when God decides the time is over, no amount of begging can keep it alive. Sometimes God removes people suddenly because you wouldn't leave on your own. You loved too deeply. You hoped too much. You forgave too often. You stayed too long. You saw red flags. You felt discomfort. You sensed something was wrong, but you ignored it because you didn't want to lose them. So God stepped in, not to be cruel, but to be kind. If God waited for you to walk away, you might never have left. So he closed the door for you. Another reason God removes people without warning is protection. Some people are close to you but not good for you. They smile with you, but envy you silently. They support you publicly, but doubt you privately. They pray with you, but compete with you. You may never see it, but God does. And before their hidden feelings turn into open harm, God removes them, not to expose them, but to protect you. Joseph in the Bible was betrayed by his own brothers. They sold him. They lied about him. They left him. It looked like loss, but it was promotion in disguise. What they meant for harm, God used for good. Sometimes God removes people to reposition you. You can't reach the next level while holding on to old weights. Some people limit your growth, not on purpose, but by their mindset, their habits, their fears. If they stay, you stay small. So God separates you, so you can rise. Not everyone who leaves is an enemy. Some are simply not meant to go where God is taking you. Another reason God removes people suddenly is to teach you to depend on Him. Sometimes we trust people more than God. We rely on their support, their approval, their presence, and when they leave, we feel empty, lost, unstable, weak. But in that weakness, God steps in. He says, "Lean on me now." He becomes your comfort, your strength, your security. You learn that people change, but God never does. You learn that people leave, but God stays. That lesson is painful, but powerful. Sometimes God removes people to heal you. Some relationships slowly drain you. They don't scream, they don't fight, they don't insult, they just exhaust you. You feel tired after talking, heavy after meeting, empty after giving. You think it's normal. It's not. It's emotional exhaustion. God sees you losing yourself, so He creates distance, so you can breathe again, so you can remember who you are, so you can heal. Sometimes God removes people to answer your prayers. You prayed for peace, you prayed for growth, you prayed for clarity, you prayed for change, but you didn't realize some people were blocking those prayers. So God removed the block and answered you. Be careful what you pray for. God takes it seriously. Now let's talk about the pain, because it hurts. It hurts when they leave without explanation. It hurts when you don't get closure. It hurts when you're left confused. God understands that pain. Jesus was abandoned. betrayed, denied. He knows what rejection feels like, and He is close to you in it. Psalm says God is close to the brokenhearted. You are not alone in this. Not for one moment you may wonder, will I ever trust again? Will I ever love again? Will I ever feel safe again? Yes, but wiser, stronger, calmer. You will love with boundaries, trust with prayer, care with wisdom. That's growth, not fear. One day you will look back and thank God. Not today, not tomorrow, but one day. You will see what He saved you from, what He protected you from, what He redirected you from, and you will understand that sudden goodbye was mercy, that unexpected ending was grace, that painful separation was love. God does not remove people to leave you empty. He removes to make room, room for better friends, healthier love, stronger faith, deeper peace, room for people who respect you, value you, support you, pray for you. Most importantly, room for Him. Sometimes God removes everyone so you can finally see Him clearly. So if someone left your life without warning, don't chase them. Don't beg. Don't blame yourself. Trust God. He knows what He is doing. He saw what you didn't. He heard what you couldn't. He prevented what you never knew. You didn't lose. You were protected. You weren't abandoned. You were redirected. You weren't forgotten. You were favored. And what God is preparing next will be healthier, stronger, safer, better. Hold on. This story is not over. God is still writing it, and He always writes beautiful endings.